Get ready, folks, because the news cycle is absolutely wild right now, and we've got the juiciest updates that you absolutely cannot afford to miss. From digital defenses to gaming's most beloved characters, the landscape is shifting, and Tarnished Tales is here to break it all down for you. We're diving deep into the tech that's keeping websites safe, and you're about to get the inside scoop on what's happening right now, so buckle up and get ready for some unmissable information. Next up, we're talking about a gaming legend. The future of a beloved franchise is being charted, and the whispers are getting louder. We've got the details on what's next for a character that's captured hearts for decades, and it's all happening right here, right now. You won't want to miss this. And the gaming news keeps coming. We're exploring the incredible efforts of fans who are working tirelessly to keep classic experiences alive. Their passion is reigniting a beloved title, and we're bringing you the exclusive on when you can get your hands on it. This is a story of dedication and the power of community. Finally, we're circling back to confirm the exciting developments for a true gaming icon. The teams are working hard, and while news might be a little ways off, the wheels are in motion for something special. Make sure you're subscribed and the notification bell is on so you never miss an update. Digital defenses, the rise of Anubis. Is your internet connection acting strange? Are you encountering unusual website protections? You're not alone. The digital world is constantly evolving, and with it, the methods used to safeguard online resources. One such innovation making waves is Anubis, a sophisticated system designed to combat the persistent threat of aggressive web scraping by AI companies. This isn't just about annoying pop-ups. It's a crucial development in maintaining the accessibility and integrity of the internet for genuine users. The core of Anubis is its implementation of a proof-of-work (POW) scheme drawing inspiration from Hashcash, a system originally conceived to mitigate email spam. The genius behind this approach lies in its scalability. For individual users, the computational load required to bypass Anubis is negligible, barely noticeable in their daily browsing. However, when deployed on the massive scale attempted by automated scraping bots, this seemingly small burden accumulates, becoming a significant deterrent. It effectively raises the cost and difficulty of mass data extraction, forcing companies to reconsider their resource-intensive scraping practices. This POW mechanism is described as a placeholder, a necessary measure while more advanced, user-friendly solutions are developed. The ultimate goal is to move towards fingerprinting and identifying headless browsers, essentially, detecting the telltale signs of AI-driven activity based on how they interact with web technologies like font rendering. By accurately identifying these non-human visitors, websites can present the proof-of-work challenge only to those most likely to be scrapers, thereby minimizing disruption for legitimate human users. The developers emphasize that Anubis relies on modern JavaScript features, meaning certain privacy-enhancing browser plugins, like JShelter, need to be temporarily disabled for the site to function correctly. This necessity highlights the ongoing tension between user privacy tools and the evolving landscape of web security and AI interaction. The message is clear. JavaScript must be enabled to navigate these protected spaces, a direct response to the changing dynamics of website hosting and data access. The initiative, spearheaded by TechHero, is a testament to the ongoing efforts to create a more balanced digital ecosystem. The project, running on Anubis version v1.22.0 pre-1, is a clear signal that website administrators are actively seeking ways to protect their content from being overwhelmed and made inaccessible by unchecked automated access. The underlying philosophy acknowledges that AI's aggressive data harvesting has altered the traditional social contract of the web, necessitating these protective measures. Audience impact. This development has sparked discussions about the future of web accessibility and the balance between protecting content and ensuring open access. Users are sharing experiences with similar protections, debating the necessity and effectiveness of such measures in the face of AI's growing capabilities. But what happens when technology shifts beyond protection and delves into the realm of revival? Get ready, because our next story is about bringing a beloved gaming icon back to life. Rayman's future secured, a new era dawns. For fans of platforming and vibrant characters, the news is incredibly exciting. Ubisoft has officially confirmed that the beloved franchise, Rayman, is not only getting a new lease on life, but is actively in development for its future. This announcement comes as a major celebration for the series' 30th anniversary, signaling a significant commitment from the gaming giant to one of its most iconic properties. The teams at Ubisoft Montpellier and Ubisoft Milan are joining forces, embarking on a journey to craft the next chapter for the Limbless Wonder. The confirmation arrived via a special video message from brand producer Loic Gaunon, shared as part of a fan event. In his address, Gaunon enthusiastically stated that a very talented team at Ubisoft Montpellier and Ubisoft Milan are currently working together on the future of Rayman. However, he tempered the excitement with a dose of reality, cautioning fans not to expect news too soon. This measured approach suggests a development process that prioritizes quality and a well-polished final product over rushed reveals. This latest update builds upon earlier indications. Back in October 2024, Ubisoft had already hinted at a renewed focus on Rayman, with the Montpellier and Milan studios commencing an exploration phase on the Rayman brand. At that time, the project was described as being still in its early stages. More recently, job listings posted by Ubisoft Milan for a 3D gameplay animator, and a senior game designer explicitly mentioned working on a prestigious AAA title for the Rayman brand, further solidifying the momentum behind this new endeavor. Gaunon, a veteran with a long history in the franchise since 2006, having contributed to titles like Rayman Raving Rabbids, Rayman Origins, and Rayman Legends, shared insights into Rayman's remarkable journey across various Ubisoft studios over the past 3 decades. His involvement underscores the deep-rooted connection and passion within Ubisoft for the character and the series. To commemorate the 30th anniversary, Ubisoft is planning a series of engaging content drops. Fans can look forward to behind-the-scenes glimpses, interviews with developers, exclusive concept art, and other archival materials shared across Ubisoft's official community channels in the coming months. The company has also made a point of acknowledging the vital role the fan community has played in keeping Rayman's legacy vibrant and relevant throughout the years. This renewed focus on Rayman comes at an interesting time for Ubisoft. Following a mandate to prioritize quality, 2025 is expected to be a relatively quiet year for the publisher. However, this strategic shift could lead to a strong slate of releases in 2026 and 2027, potentially including a Rayman remake tentatively codenamed Steambot, targeting a late 2026 release, and possibly a new Rayman 4 if the remake proves successful. This potential pipeline includes major titles like the next mainline Assassin's Creed game, a Splinter Cell remake, a new Far Cry, and even the long-awaited Beyond Good and Evil 2. Audience impact. Fans have erupted with excitement across social media platforms, celebrating the confirmation and eagerly anticipating any future updates. Discussions are rife with speculation about the potential direction of the new game and hopes for a return to the series' roots. And speaking of bringing beloved games back from the brink, sometimes it's the fans themselves who take the wheel. Our next story dives into a passionate community project aiming to resurrect a fan-favorite racer. The Crew Unlimited fan revival gets a release date. The passion of the gaming community knows no bounds, and nowhere is this more evident than in the efforts to keep classic games alive. For fans of the open-world racing game, The Crew, a significant development has just been announced. The Crew Unlimited, a fan-made project dedicated to reviving the game after its official servers were shut down, has officially set a release date. This ambitious endeavor aims to make the game playable once again, offering a lifeline to players who cherish the original experience. The need for such a project arose when Ubisoft made the difficult decision to take the Crew's servers offline in March 2024. This move rendered the game completely unplayable for everyone, even those who owned physical copies, due to its mandatory online-only nature. This controversial shutdown became a rallying point for the Stop Killing Games campaign, which advocates for legislation requiring companies to establish concrete end-of-life plans for their titles. Simultaneously, a dedicated group of the crew players, known as crewers, took it upon themselves to find a way to preserve the game's legacy. After approximately a year of dedicated development, the team behind the Crew Unlimited has announced that their server emulator will be released on September 15, 2025. To minimize the risk of legal intervention from Ubisoft, the project will be distributed completely free of charge. The developers stated on their website, "We were trying everything we could, anything to preserve the game. We eventually came to the conclusion that writing a server emulator for the crew was the best and only solution. This would allow us to effectively implement both an offline mode and an online mode back into the game. Offline mode simply being a local server running on your computer while playing the game. Your local server, your local save games, your game. No one will ever be able to take this away from you now. Players will be able to download the Crew Unlimited from its official website once it launches. A crucial requirement for access is that users must have owned a legitimate copy of the Crew on PC prior to the shutdown. The developers are committed to avoiding the illegal distribution of game files, acknowledging that doing so would almost certainly attract the attention of Ubisoft's legal team. While they have no built-in method to distinguish between legitimate and pirated copies, they have opted to allow all players access, recognizing the difficulty in verification. Navigating the revival might present some challenges for players looking to retain their progress. According to notes shared by the developers in their FAQ, players may face a tricky time getting everything set up. Unless they plan to play exclusively offline, users might need to start from scratch. Those who wish to preserve their existing save files will need to have utilized a specific tool developed by the team to dump their save data before the original game's servers were decommissioned. Furthermore, the developers have hinted at potential additions or modifications to their server environment. However, they emphasize that any changes outside of new content will be limited to technical improvements and careful rebalancing, with a firm commitment to never change the core experience of the game. While the project has been publicly visible for about a year, with its lead developer showcasing gameplay on YouTube, it might be prudent for players to observe the initial release and community feedback before diving in. Audience impact. The announcement has been met with overwhelming support from the gaming community, especially those who felt disenfranchised by the original game's shutdown. Many are praising the developers' dedication and looking forward to reliving the experience. But while fans are busy reviving the past, major studios are already building the future. Our final story revisits a gaming icon and confirms exciting new developments. Ubisoft confirms new Rayman game in development. Great news for fans of the iconic Rayman franchise. Ubisoft has officially announced that new installments are in the works, with development underway by dedicated teams at Ubisoft Montpellier and Ubisoft Milan. This confirmation arrives as a significant milestone, celebrated during the series' 30th anniversary, signaling a robust commitment to the future of the limbless hero. The collaboration between these two studios promises to bring fresh adventures and innovative gameplay to the beloved series. The exciting revelation was made through a special video message delivered by brand producer Loic Gaunon, who has been instrumental in the franchise's evolution. As part of a fan event celebrating Rayman's 3 decades, Gaunon shared the news, stating, "A very talented team at Ubisoft Montpellier and Ubisoft Milan are currently working together on the future of Rayman." He also advised the passionate fanbase to manage their expectations regarding the release of new information, suggesting that news from us too soon should not be anticipated, indicating a focus on a thorough and well-crafted development process. This official confirmation aligns with and builds upon previous statements made by Ubisoft. In October 2024, the company had already indicated that both Ubisoft Montpellier and Ubisoft Milan had initiated an exploration phase on the Rayman brand, characterizing the project as being in its early stages. The momentum has clearly built since then, with more recent activity providing tangible evidence of progress. Notably, Ubisoft Milan posted job openings for a 3D gameplay animator and a senior game designer, specifically seeking individuals to work on a prestigious AAA title for the Rayman brand. This recruitment drive underscores the seriousness and scale of the undertaking. Loic Gaunon, who has been a part of the Rayman universe since 2006, lending his expertise to groundbreaking titles such as Rayman Raving Rabbids, Rayman Origins, and Rayman Legends, highlighted the character's extensive journey. He spoke about Rayman's evolution and presence across different Ubisoft studios over the past 30 years, emphasizing the character's enduring appeal and adaptability. In commemoration of this significant 30th anniversary, Ubisoft has outlined plans to engage the community with a wealth of exclusive content. Over the coming months, fans can expect a steady stream of behind-the-scenes material, insightful developer interviews, rare concept art, and other archival treasures to be shared across Ubisoft's official communication channels. The company explicitly recognized the pivotal role the dedicated fan community has played in sustaining Rayman's enduring legacy and cultural relevance. This renewed investment in Rayman is particularly noteworthy given Ubisoft's current strategic shift towards prioritizing quality over quantity. While 2025 is anticipated to be a less busy year for the publisher, this focus is expected to culminate in a robust lineup of high-caliber releases in 2026 and 2027. This potential slate includes a Rayman remake, codenamed Steambot, targeting a late 2026 release, and a potential Rayman 4 if the remake proves successful. These projects are part of a larger pipeline that includes titles like the next mainline Assassin's Creed, a Splinter Cell remake, a new Far Cry, and Beyond Good and Evil 2. Audience impact. The gaming community has reacted with overwhelming enthusiasm to the news, expressing immense excitement for the future of Rayman. Social media is abuzz with fan theories and hopes for the direction the new games will take. From digital defenses to gaming revivals and new beginnings, the world of tech and entertainment never stops evolving. Stay tuned for our full recap, and don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, ring the bell, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. Alright everyone, that's a wrap on today's Whirlwind News. We saw how Anubis is stepping up website defenses, got the confirmed news that Rayman is back in development for new adventures, celebrated a fan-made revival bringing the crew back to life, and confirmed more Rayman goodness is on the horizon. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to Tarnished Tales for more incredible updates, ring that notification bell so you never miss a beat, drop a comment below with your thoughts on today's stories, and make sure to follow us on all our socials to stay connected. We'll see you in the next one.